Okay, so we're going to talk about what's called the real number line. So usually when we're using the real number line, we'll draw a straight line. I usually put 0 in the middle, and I always do that as a reference. Also, you should put arrows on both ends to show that the real number line continues in both directions. Now, I'm going to make these fairly large marks. You don't have to do that. Sometimes you're going to want fairly small marks, but this will work for what we're doing. So what we can use the real number line for, and these units are going to be 1, 2, 3. They don't always have to be -1. Oops, I don't know why I was doing that. -2. I probably should squeeze in a -3 there. And then those are usually how we mark off a number line with the integers, okay? And then it represents things like 1/2 and -2/3 and things like that. And we can graph any real number on the number line. So this is graphing just with one number on a number line graphing. So let's think of some of the numbers that we had a minute ago. We had, let's say, -3/4. That was a number we had. Let's have -2. We didn't have that one. Let's have 0.6 with the 6 repeating, and then let's have the square root of 5. Those are all real numbers. Some of them were similar to the ones that we had earlier, and they're all going to fit on my number line here. So when I want to graph -3/4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate. It'll be in the negative direction. And it's going to be, I'll say, approximately there. When I graph it, I'm putting that dot to represent it, and then I'm going to write above it -3/4, so I know that that dot represents -3/4. -2 would be down here, and the -2 is already there, so I don't have to write anything in. Now 0.6, that's about 2/3, so it's going to be, and that 6 is repeating, I have to estimate, it's going to be about there. 0.6 with the 6 repeating. And that's the best we can do, is just kind of approximate it. And then the square root of 5. Now, to find the square root of 5, I have to get a calculator, and it's approximately 2.23, I think. Let me look at my calculator real quick. Yeah, 2.24, I guess. But there's only so much accuracy I'm going to get here. It's a little bit past the 2, so maybe about there. But I'm going to write it as the square root of 5. That's an exact amount, the square root of 5. This just tells me about where it is. It's a little bit past the 2. Okay? So that's how we graph on a real number.